I'm on a safari for the cheapest beef bowl in Japan. This ice cream destroyed everything I thought I knew about ice cream, and it's responsible for my latest existential crisis. I've seen a lot in my 68 years, but never green ramen.
Over 1 million subscribers in 1.5 years. I've also seen a lot in my 68 years, and this growth is extraordinary. This is Japan Eat. Over 1 million subscribers. To put that in perspective, that is the combination of 2 states in population in less than 1 year. How is that possible? That's actually not the most interesting question here. The most interesting question is, can we, as fellow creators, learn from Japan Eat's success? All right. Let's get out of the car and go for a walk. With uploads mostly in shorts, Japan Eats demonstrated his success with top shorts averaging around 9 million views. The most interesting thing about Japan Eats is actually everything that is not there. There's no complicated filming, there's no complicated editing, none of that over-the-top YouTube business. I personally won't be surprised if Japan Eats films his content on an iPhone tripodless. But what do I know? What makes such simple content so good? One late night when I was feeling, unfortunately, very antisocial, but also very awake, I decided to deep dive fork first into the world of Japan Eats and see if I can uncover the secret to his unbeatable success. In my opinion, the best way to understand why content is so engaging is to engage with the comments. As I inhale his viewers' comments like pieces of sashimi because I'm so hungry after watching all these videos, I found a few potential secret ingredients. Possible secret ingredient number 1, vivid storytelling. I mean, who doesn't like delicious food? If you're anything like me, second best to actually eating yourself is watching other people eat. But wait a second, watching other people eat? Surprisingly, Japan Eats is actually a faceless creator. I know this is probably obvious to everyone else that's watching, but I was caught by surprise. We don't get to see Japan eat. I mean, how? A successful food creator that doesn't show him or herself eating? How is that possible? It's because we get sensory input. We get all the sensory input that we need to immerse ourselves in Japan Eats experience. It's amazing. With Japan Eats help, not only do we get to see what he's eating, we get to smell, to hear, and to feel his environment through his vivid narrations. Let's take this as an example. For fun, we color-coded the video transcript based on our 5 most common senses: sight, smell, hear, taste, and touch. Look at all the color. But wait, what happened to the blue? I'm gonna replay the first part of the video. Notice the sound design.
I'm trying every restaurant in a Japanese shopping street, all 80-something of them, and I'm rating them on a tier list from the good to the bad.
Japan Eats has this ability to describe a scene that gives us this odd sense of familiarity to a place that's obviously unfamiliar to us. But is this the only ingredients to a success? Silly goose. Of course not. Possible secret ingredient number 2, pairing tasty treats with a side of nonsensical commentary. Why do Japan Eats videos feel so different than thousands of other YouTube food content creators?
We all know that Japan and America are different because they're 2 different countries and they have 2 different names. Also, why is it that it only works when an employee puts your blizzard upside down and the second you try to do it, it falls and gets all over your friend's 2001 Ford Tour?
The answer actually lies in his channel description. Self-describes as a channel that describes tasty treats with a side of nonsensical commentary. Japan Eat pairs food with a side of humorous and sometimes completely unrelated anecdotes. The more I think about it, Japan Eats feels like a personality-based YouTuber that is just like conveniently into food. My hypothesis is that people first come to his channel because of food, but they actually stay for his nonsensical commentary. The thing about nonsensical commentary is that all of these snippets combined give us a window into this creator's life, into what they like, what they don't like, what their perspective of the world is. All this makes the creator so much more relatable. It makes this creator more likable. It makes us want to watch more, and we get addicted. But vivid storytelling and nonsensical commentary is not the complete picture. There's another ingredient that really encourages the emulsification of the Japan Eat short, and that is his calming and alluring voice. The calming voice that makes his viewer wants to drink tea and watch him before bed. If you have time, you should scroll back to his earlier videos where he uses that TikTok voice, and you can see for yourself.
Definitely has a different vibe.
I have to admit that this is one possible ingredient that bothers me the most. Vivid storytelling and a sense of humor. Those things can be learned, right? Those things can be incorporated into our work. But having a calming voice that people love, that might be challenging. The effort to Google what contributes to a calming and soothing voice led to one black hole to another. But hey, I had fun, and I do have a hypothesis. Perhaps it's the pacing, the lack of a rush. Perhaps it's a neutral tone, no upwards or downwards projections despite somewhat dramatic language. Perhaps it's because everything is in a 4th grade reading level or below. Perhaps it's because these videos are faceless and we want to imagine a beautiful, calming person saying delicious food things to us. Who knows? It works. And all I know is that it's magical. The ability to help us remain calm through comedy and through food is something to be admired, something that we need to learn from, and something that we can experiment with. Hopefully it's clear through this video and the fact that there's thousands of unsuccessful food YouTubers that there is something unique about Japan Eat style. I think we can agree on the fact that there is deliberate effort that is put in, and that Japan Eat is awesome, and we have a lot to learn from this creator. To push myself a little bit, I actually tried to create a few shorts in the style of Japan Eat. I have to admit, it was really challenging. It was a very humbling experience to know that I indeed truly lack a sense of humor. Yes, there's that. In all honesty, this experience pushed me. By setting a few criteria for myself, I forced myself to create in a completely different way. If you're interested in trying this yourself, I will post the criteria somewhere on this screen and you can just try. If you do create shorts based on those criteria, please post below.